The Indianapolis Colts host the Los Angeles Rams at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Sunday for their Week 2 NFL matchup. This stream is to give you our score predictions for the game. Loyalist, what is your score prediction and how do you come by it?
Okay, I think that the Colts are going to end up winning this one. I don't think it's going to be a big shootout. I think it's more of a 24-20 type of range. And the reason I say that is I really believe that both teams have top quality defenses. And I feel like our defense, after the performance that they put out last week and some of the big plays that they allowed, that was, I think they've got a chip on their shoulder and they've got that point to prove that, hey, you know what? Los Angeles isn't the only team with this elite style of defense. And I think that our defense is going to shine in that moment. And then from the offensive side of the ball, I really think that the running backs are going to be a very large part in this game this week. I feel like our rushing tack and our short screen passes that we saw a lot last week in Seattle are going to be another strong piece for this week to help us move the ball down the field and also to sit there and use our physicality and just try to wear their defense down. So by the time we get into the fourth quarter, they're a little bit beat up and wore out, and our running backs are just starting to get their froth and their mojo going.
Well, I really hope it turns out the way you expect because after watching both games this past Sunday between the Colts and the Rams and how their respective teams handled the games that they played in week 1, plus the injury report that we're looking at, I'm a little bit on the pessimistic side. Not saying I don't think the Colts can't win. Absolutely, I do, but I think there's more of a 60-40 chance that the Rams will end up pulling this out. I believe the Colts could perform much better on the ground in the running game in this game against the Rams, being that the Rams legitimately they don't like to crowd the box. So and even Chicago's David Montgomery ran pretty well against the Rams. But when it comes to the pass defense, they are one of the, if not the best pass defenses in the NFL between pass rush and just their secondary is so darn good. I think the Colts will drive occasionally. I think the Colts defense, on the other hand, I think that they'll perform well against the run and stop the Rams from running the football, especially after the poor performance that they had against Chris Carson and the Seattle Seahawks in week 1. But, you look at it and you say, well, Russell Wilson had 4 touchdowns passed, but he only had like 250 yards passing, right? They didn't give up a lot of yards. A couple big plays, but not a lot of total yards. Whereas I think in this game, Matt Stafford looks pretty darn good out there. And depending upon how the pass rush looks, Kwity Paye's dealing with a hamstring, right? Kamoko Touré's dealing with a groin. Darius Leonard's dealing with an ankle. DeForest Buckner's dealing with a groin. All of our big playmakers are having issues. And then, of course, you're looking at our top corner and Xavier Rhodes, again, being out with the calf injury. This could spell trouble for the Indianapolis Colts. I got the score more like Rams 31, Colts 24. But we'll see how it turns out. Can't wait for the game. Thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like button and the share would do us a huge favor. And don't forget to check us out right over there on the link to our YouTube. And until next time, I'm Lawrence Owen. That's Colts Loyalist. And as usual, have a good one.